Today's show is brought to you by Audible. Audible is offering our listeners a free audiobook with a 30-day trial membership. Just go to audibletrial.com/beat and browse an unmatched selection of audio programs. Download a title free and start listening. It's that easy. Go to audibletrial.com/BEAT.
And I see the rabbit.
I'm just searching for equality, looking for some reason, no finding no apologies. But I do want opportunity, hard work, it ain't new to me. Shucks.
All right, hey everybody, it's your girl Rach Da Gem back for another week of Melanin Blvd. I'm dropping episodes every week. I'm not playing with you guys. This week I'm super excited. We have Folasade of Unskrypted on with us, and thank you for taking out time and coming on the show. So first, how are you doing today?
I'm well. Yesterday I was a little under the weather, not corona weather, but but today I feel much better.
Like, you can't even say like I don't feel good these days. People are like, hold up, what you mean you don't feel good? Everything, like, even now, if I sneeze, my kids are looking at me like, mommy got it. So like, you got to be A+ these days. You got to be on point. So I'm really excited to get to know you today. I did want to kind of talk about some things that are going on this week, and I mean, Corona's kind of taken over, so that's kind of the topic of discussion. Everybody is on hold. We still have people out there making content, but pop culture, like what's happening in pop culture, besides Instagram lives, I don't I'm not sure what's going on. Tory Lanez is popping. His live is popping these days.
There's something I saw about TikTok. Did you see that?
What about TikTok?
A whole bunch of Black creatives were like upset because people were saying really racist stuff, and people would respond to it, and it would get taken off from the Black people, but from the other people it would stay up. So like, you got all these people that are saying really painful and hurtful things that are circulating on TikTok, and when people respond to it, they get kicked off, but when those peoples are posting it, it stays up.
So when they post a video or comments?
So that's the cool thing. I don't really like TikTok, but it's kind of cool. So people will post a video like this, like what we're doing, and then the response would be on the side. So you'll see what the first person did, and then the second person will be like, "What? No." Yeah. And that's it. That's all that they'll be doing is like, "Why would you say that?" And that gets pulled down.
Yeah, I'm not a TikToker. I tried it with my kids, but I just can't get into it because you really have to like get on those routines. I don't have a lot of time to be doing all that. I just try to get my daughter to teach me how to do it. We jump on her TikTok, but that's as far as I go. But being, what's it called? I don't know, like police in how we express ourselves, and in things that we don't agree with, So unfortunately, I didn't even hear about that. I didn't even know that was going on.
I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah, send that to me. I did hear that there was like a security breach, of course, with TikTok, but I mean, a lot of huge platforms have had security breaches, so I think that's kind of to be expected these days, unfortunately. Right. But you did mention that people did get their stimulus checks.
Yes.
Yeah, so they're out there getting paid to stay home. Of course, as we know, for the people that don't know, that comes out of your taxes next year. So just be aware that next year you might, want to file exempt for a little bit of time to recoup your money during the year, and then so don't live for that check. So I think people could really get hung up on these tax checks, and you can really get that money during the year to take care of yourself and your family, and make it to where you don't owe. You still don't owe, but you're not getting a huge check, but you're still getting all majority of your money during the year. I kind of like that versus getting a lump sum. Let me get the money that I work for.
But you got to do it right, because some people go exempt the whole year, and then all of a sudden You owe us about $5,000.
That was me one time. I was like, oh, I forgot to change it.
Wow.
Oh, my bad. But I got my money during the year, so it was just
Right.
like I wasn't mad because I needed it at that time. So you just have to be kind of smart about it. Don't forget to go back because don't forget to go back. Just
Right.
set that reminder. Set that reminder. So yeah. So we got the stimulus checks. Of course, we know that the lockdown is being extended. People are saying through the summer, but officially we have what is it May 15th in some areas?
It's June 10th in my area
Where you live?
in the DC.
Oh, all the music festivals just canceled.
Yeah, I
Hurts my
know.
heart. It's
People
terrible.
are getting innovative though. Like I know that the whole virtual life is not the best, but like I've been really excited that I've been in the same lives as Michelle Obama. Like she
Right.
knew my name. So like stuff like that, I'm like, okay, like even though I'm not actually able to go out and mix and mingle with my crowd, I'm able to expand a little bit and be on somebody else's radar by just typing a comment, like
Right. Right. I'm enjoying the lives. The Lil Jon and T-Pain, I
that
was
was
so
good.
here for it. And Questlove is on today. I don't know if it already started, but today is Q-Tip's birthday. And so they're doing like a little happy birthday Instagram live. But
Oh, good. And
I've gone to
Rihanna
more.
did one yesterday too.
Oh, I
Oh,
didn't
you
even
missed
know. I missed it. Oh,
it.
I'd be so mad, but hopefully I can still go back and watch it.
It should still be up. It was around this time. It was on Fenty and Her, but
Okay.
she was just dancing and having a good time. But it was cute. It was fun.
Yeah, I'm here for the lives. Like, I love the concerts that I've been attending lately. It's just so peaceful right at home. I don't have to get dressed up. I don't have to stand for hours. I get to see my little friends. Like I saw one of my friend in the live, like, hey girl, hey, I see you out there. So it was fun. I do love the way that people are making the most out of the situation. You know,
Yeah.
they're not just sitting back like, well, I can't go nowhere. We see these DJs, local DJs doing their sets, club quarantine, all of it. I love it. I like being at home anyway, so I'm not mad.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's just sometimes when you got little auntie kids around, then it gets a little like, ooh, we got to get out the house.
Yeah, that
I
part.
like it.
I think that's been the most challenging part of it. Um, because even though, I don't mind my kids are going to school and doing homeschool. It doesn't like it's a lot, but that's not the most challenging part.
Right.
It's that we can't just go somewhere, like summertime. Summertime, yeah, your kids are home, but we get to go do things. I don't even want them going to the grocery store with me because you just don't know.
Me either.
Yeah,
Yeah. We go outside, he rides his bike, but that's like it. That's it.
yeah.
But yeah.
It's very limited, and I I don't even know what to do these days. Like, they try to act like they don't know how people are getting sick. The numbers are creeping up. People think it's a really sad time because these people who passed away from them being classified as the coronavirus, their families don't even get the closure that they normally would have. So that's really hard for a lot of people, and I really feel for people. And it just, maybe a couple weeks ago for me, it wasn't so close to home, but it's just getting closer and closer. And I'm related to people that have it. I'm related to people that have to be on the front line. So shout out to everybody who's still out there working in the
Yes.
community, and who are doctors, the nurses, the rehabilitation centers, the nursing homes, everybody. So
Even the people at the grocery stores, because so many times people are looking down at people at grocery stores, but first of all, we need them,
right,
and y'all going crazy. So like we gotta appreciate all these people that are still out here on these front lines, not just the front lines of like battling the corona, but actually in the front lines of dealing with people where they're still
Out there
like
working.
getting hit with it, you know?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it for like Rona news. It's not really much else going on. Just new projects that I've been working on, and I've just been really trying to take advantage of this time and do things that I should have done a long time ago, like fold my clothes. I've been folding clothes, I've been putting them on hangers, they're getting put away. I'm so
Right.
excited. Like I can look for stuff. Running around all day and having 3 kids is a lot.
Yes. Oh, yes. 3. Shout out to you. I have 1, and that's a lot.
Yeah.
So, but like you today, I went to Target and I got me a dresser. I got just a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm like about to reorganize. I'm like, you know what? We gotta feng shui this place out. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, you notice you get caught up in like the hustle and bustle of life, and just taking the time out to relax and to catch up, and I'm enjoying it. I'm mad about the shutdown, but I'm not that mad.
Right.
Mad because my birthday party. I'm not gonna have my birthday party.
When is it?
June 1st is my birthday.
Oh, you can make up for that.
Well, I've adopted the Roots picnic as my birthday party, so I don't even get to go. But it'll be in August 1st that they moved it to, but it's gonna be weird. Like all the music festivals are moved to the end of the year. Carnival, the end of the year. And just to touch on Carnival, right now, Carnival really is a huge financial contributor to some of these
Yes.
islands. And I just feel for them. I really do.
Yeah.
Hospitality, is like a major financial asset to a lot of these places. So yeah, Vegas is hit hard, but like these islands, that's like their
That's,
major contributor.
yeah, I agree with that. I completely forgot about that. I was thinking about the Afro Nation. They were finally doing one in Puerto Rico, which I don't know. Like I'm big on Afro beats,
I
so
love
like
Afrobeat.
so we finally got our own little festival that was gonna happen in Puerto Rico in
Hmm.
April. Like I think like last week or whatever, and it got shut down, of course, because of what's going on. But so many people were like ready to go, and they were like, "This is the first time. It's gonna be this. It's gonna be that." And now I'm like, gosh, like I just can't imagine all the people that were like rallying around that to receive what was gonna come from it. All the tourism, all the culture, like all
Yep.
of that. That's just being, I guess, fizzled out thanks to Miss Corona Rita.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, it just really sucks. That's like what I live for. Like if I was a millionaire, when I'm a millionaire, I'll probably spend all my money on music festivals. You don't catch me at a music festival all the time. Like I love it. I love Afrobeat, dancehall, reggae music, and hip hop, R&B. Like that's what I live for. So my feelings are hurt, and I guess I'll be at home. I hope that maybe they'll do something online. We'll see.
We gotta hype you back up. We was good. We was good 10 minutes ago. It's gonna be fun. They're gonna let
Yeah.
us out May 28th. Girl, you're gonna be good.
Yeah. Yep. May 28th. So looking for it right in time. Like, let me catch
Like
my
that.
flight real quick. I want to know, are people still buying tickets, like, flights? Because I was gonna get my ticket to go to Philadelphia,
Mm-hmm.
but with the extension, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm really hesitant. The ticket was like $70. I was like,
Yeah.
I want to get it, but
So people are still buying tickets because these round trip flights are really low.
hmm.
But I forgot what's happening if you have to cancel. I can't remember, but people are still buying them. That I'll put it that way. Some
Okay.
flights are canceling them for people, but I don't know. Like I'm one of the people that's like, will we be able to travel? Because I would like to buy a ticket real quick to somewhere, maybe even in a year or something. But like,
Hmm.
it's just like a risk.
It is. It's definitely a risk. I think there was an article. I think American Airlines they someone tested positive for coronavirus with American Airlines or something involving that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this virus is going to really change the way that we travel, change the way that we do everything. You
Yeah.
know, when 9/11 happened, the airport system completely changed. So I'm interested in seeing how it's going to be different as we come back and try to get back as close to normal as possible.
Yeah. Or we just gotta buy a really cute face mask and figure out how to beat our face so that we, you know what I'm saying? We just gotta
Right.
figure some things out.
Listen, the Muslim women been beating their eyes, so
Right.
they've been from eyebrow to to right here
Right.
doing it. We just have to work it out. So I hate masks. I can't breathe. Like it's really sucks really bad. But so are they gonna be taking people's temperature at check-in? Like, I'm sorry.
Right. You going to a party and they going, you're a little hot. You should go home.
Yeah,
Like,
go ahead that way.
dang.
Right. So it's like, we'll see. So let's get to know you. I'm really excited to get to know you and get to know everything that you're about. You are owner of
Mhm.
Unscripted.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what Unscripted is and what you do.
Okay. So Unscripted is a digital streaming platform, really a streaming network that is made to redefine the narrative surrounding the Black community. So basically, we'll be streaming music, music videos, movies, web series, all types of content that will be of our community and for our community on this live 24/7 streaming platform. But the reason why it's so important to me is because it brings together creatives and business owners.
Mm.
So like it's 100% free to watch, but it's all ad based. So we're working with Black owned businesses or businesses that at least support the Black diaspora to have commercials, to do sponsorships, to just really be a part of this network and to kind of like fund it, to make it work so that everyone's able to come together and watch it and enjoy all this great content that often gets left out. Like
Mm.
how you were talking about earlier, policing. Like a lot of times our content gets policed. Like we don't get to share the information that we want without somebody else telling us like that's too much or that's too little or maybe you should make it a little bit more ghetto. You know, like so this is our chance to have our own space where we can say what we want, do what we want, and really like own the profit that comes from it.
I love it.
So I am the owner of that, but my backstory is that I went to school for television production and I wanted to be on camera, but then I was like, nah, I want to be the person calling the shots. So then I started working in production with a whole bunch of different news stations and production houses, and then I just saw like what I was mentioning, how like sometimes the stories that I feel need to be shared don't get shared or
Mhm.
they get altered. So I was just like, we just got to do this on our own. And that's really how this all got started.
I love that. So where can Unscripted be found?
Unscripted can be found online. So it's UNSKRYPTED.TV. And that's where all the information is for right now. But once we launch, there'll be even more information, which is really coming up. So, but you can go to unscripted.tv to get the information. And as soon as it launches, it'll be from that platform anyway.
Do you plan on having like an app that can be accessed through like Roku or like smart TVs?
Absolutely. Right now, we're just trying to play it up. But
Mhm.
as soon as we get through the first phase, then we're looking at the apps. And as soon as we get through the apps, then we're looking at a couple of other things. Like we just want to continue to have it grow, but we really need to go based off of how our people respond to it. So
Yeah.
that will ultimately be how we grow it out. But we do have a lot of plans in place.
I love it. Just to kind of touch on the TikTok thing,
Mm-hmm.
algorithm, right? I
Mm-hmm.
kind of see our community battling that algorithm, and we could do the same thing, and someone else of different complexion may do the same thing, but they're popping. You know, I'm seeing these girls doing what Black girls been doing, but they're up here, you know, in their views. So I love the fact that, you know, there's people out there that want to take control of the narrative and really show us in our true light. Last week we had Yazilla Productions. He actually has a show on Amazon Prime called The New Nerd. And that's it's giving us an opportunity to tell our story authentically. And basically, you know, I think it would be great. Unscripted would be a great place for that also,
Right.
because it's
I'm
a
sitting here
docu
like,
series. Plug.
yes.
It's a docu series that basically shows Black nerds, you know, cosplay, game designers, you know, people that do things that, you know, people may consider nerdy, but we've been doing this all along.
Right.
So let's show us outside of the stereotype that's been presented to society. And I love that. I really need a lot of people to jump on that bandwagon. If you're gonna jump on a bandwagon, jump on that one. Show us in our true light. Show how diverse we are within our own community. And we like different things, and that's okay. And I love documentaries, so I'm definitely here for it. So what kind like so right now, what kind of documentaries do you have on?
We actually have one that is about the pipeline to prison. And it's about the school system being the pipeline to prison, and that one I think is important, especially at this moment in time when we have kids that actually aren't even being able to show up to school because they don't have a computer at home, and you know, like just the way that they're marking our young Black boys off to aid in these prison systems, these businesses, because that's what they are.
Yeah.
And just to kind of debunk the myths and to kind of figure out what's going on and how we can actually figure out a way to start some action and get back to what we need to. Because, you know, like, as we know, the prison system has always just evolved from slavery.
Yeah.
And we need to figure out a way to make it where we're not the I get so stuck on my words because I don't want to say like the mules of their business, but like you know, like,
we're the backbone.
Yeah, and I'm sick of it. But that is a very powerful documentary that I'm excited to have on Unscripted, as well as us having like lighthearted and fun shows, shows about college experiences. There's a movie that was in Nigeria, like it was shot in Nigeria by an amazing Nigerian director, filmmaker. Like we have a broad array of content, so that way, like, people here in America are able to experience some of the things that we don't get to experience in other places, and they get to experience what we get here. But then also to find, like you said, that diversity right beside me, because I'm set on one day I'm gonna be a mermaid, you know, like there are yeah, like there are things that we often hide about ourselves so that we can be a part of this pop culture. But like, I think that we're so diverse that we just need to be able to embrace ourselves, and then to share that light, and then to show that we are more dynamic than the 5 types of movies that they make about us. You know, like this is our chance. But yeah, so that's some of our content.
I love it. I love African movies. Like, not Netflix be pulling through for me, but I will definitely, like, I will watch all of the African movies. Like, I love them. Because it does, you know, that's like a part of me that I don't get to touch. You know what I mean? I don't know what country in Africa I'm from, so I want it all. I want to know all about it. So those movies really get to show me, you know, what's going on over there.
Right.
You know, what music is popping, even though I already listen to Afro beats, but it really keeps me connected with, you know, more of my roots, you know, wherever I'm from. So I love that. So when you started forming this, how did you begin forming this idea and making it into, materialize? How did you materialize it?
That's whew. So it started okay. How did we materialize it? Because it's such a strong um question, because there's so many different phases to how we got to where we are now.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately it started off as an idea between me and my friend. We sat down, we talked about it, and then we just started a YouTube page, and she started doing videos. But I was working in the news station, and I was experiencing things that I felt like we really needed to touch on. So I kind of just took it apart and started working with businesses, helping them share their story, spread their light, just finding a way to get into the storytelling portion of it. And then really what ended up happening to get me where I am now, where we actually have this platform, is from working with all of those businesses and from having to move back up to DC, I was able to connect with a new type of people, like all different types of people that were kind of like, yo, like let's push this, like let's actually build this out and turn this into what it's supposed to be. And we just started sitting down on the computer and writing out these ideas and turning them into action and setting goals and like moving things forward. But a lot of it definitely had to do with listening to God. Like I feel like I've just went all over the place, but it's like me trying to sum up like 6 years in a couple of minutes, and it's so hard. But a lot of it definitely had to do with listening to God. The past 2 years, I had to sit almost like in quarantine and just like figure some things out and listen to what it is that I needed to do and like follow those directions and move with passion and action and deliverance. And I think that these past 2 years are the times where it was like, okay, like this is going to come into fruition, because all the things that you've done in the past have actually gotten you here. The people that I've put in place for you are supposed to be a part of this journey. Like I think that the past 2 years is when it's really started pushing through. I have a team now of like 14 people working on one show. It's 3 people that we're really pushing. That's for the bag. Working on the overall like onboarding and like I just have a different sections of people that are just coming together to make this thing work.
So you have departments.
Yeah.
You have departments. Okay. I think that's amazing.
Yeah, thank you. We have to, because everybody has their own skill set, and everybody has their own thing that they can focus on and do while we're continuing to build this out. So, yeah.
That's amazing. So you not only give people an opportunity to put their content on your platform, you also create.
Correct.
So you're like a female Tyler Perry.
I guess you could say that. I would go with Oprah.
Okay.
Because she created differently. Like she does create her own movies and her own shows.
Oh yeah, own.
But yeah, so we are helping content creators come Unscripted, but I'm also producing The Bag. I have a show that I produced called Ambitious Girl, where we followed leap of faith Black women in their journeys to success, while paralleling their story to a young girl that is interested in the same lifestyle that this woman has. Like just trying to bridge the gap between the generational difference between Black women. Like when I was a kid, I always said I wanted to be Oprah. Like if I would have met Oprah when I was 6, who knows where I would be now. But like just trying to help girls actually get introduced to that information as we build and as we grow. So like I'm just trying to get out the content that we need, because I needed that when I was 6, 7, 12, and I know that these beautiful young girls that we have growing up now in this crazy world could use that too. So
Definitely. I definitely agree. I think looking at someone like Oprah as a kid, it feels a little bit untouchable. But if you're able to like see that person, meet that person, talk to that person, I think that changes that whole dynamic of how you can obtain your goals. Like it's possible. This person is just like me. So, I can make that happen too. So I think that's very necessary. What is the bag about?
The bag. So the bag is the shopping experience reimagined. So it's pretty much think like QVC. When you watch QVC, you get to see all these different types of brands and they're selling their products and whatever. It's kind of old, it's outdated, it's for like older white women. So we like redid like QVC where it's black brands,
I love
and
that.
yeah, and this is really cool because our platform is you're able to, so like let's say that I'm like, do you want this crown? This crown is like so dope, and then I'm wearing it and stuff like that. And then something pops up at the bottom and it says, oh, this crown's on sale for like $10.99. And you're able to click it, buy it without leaving the platform. So you still get to see the programming that's going on, but you get to just like impulse buy real quick, put it in your cart and like just continue to watch and indulge in what's happening. And I think that is something that would be really cool because we watch shows all the time and we're like, where did they get that shirt? Or like who made that? And I think that for us to finally be able to connect with the brand instantly is gonna be a game changer. So that's what the bag is about.
I think I didn't expect that. I thought it was I thought it was gonna be like, four women trying to go get the bag, they're that is amazing. First of all. Like
thank you.
that's amazing. Like I'm actually super geeked about that. That's amazing. Like I have no words for that. I'm really shocked. Recreating that whole QV because people are addicted to QVC, okay?
Yes.
People love QVC. You get to be entertained. You get people talking about the product, and you get to buy live and not leave, not have to go somewhere else to get it. That's amazing. You're amazing. That's amazing. I love that. And we need that. Like I'm surprised. Like why didn't anyone? You're so smart. You really thought of that. That came out of your brain. Because we have HSN, QVC, but we don't have anything for us. We don't have anything that has our products on there where we're pulling in people from different places and we're highlighting their product, we're talking about it. Is it going to be live or is it going to be pre-recorded?
Live.
So the funniest things we have so I've never bought from QVC or HSN, but I'm not gonna lie, I have sat and watched it because funny things happen live.
No.
And I can't wait. So when does that launch?
So April 24th is when the first episode is coming on.
Okay.
And because we are quarantined, it's going to be a little different. But we're excited. We're excited to like get it going and get it flowing. And then as we continue to build and we continue to get our butts back out into the world, we'll actually start having the people in person. So some of it will be a little bit of Skype calls. A lot of it will be in our set with less than 10 people. But yeah, so like we're launching that on April 24th, and you can actually go to unbagthebag.com to sign up to get more information about it too.
Well, you just got a new subscriber and a new shopper. I will be there. I can't wait. I'm excited about that. That's so revolutionary. Okay. And you took, people try to reinvent the wheel instead of improve the wheel.
Right.
And what you did was you improved the wheel just now. And I'm shook. That's amazing. Because I do like to shop. So
what brands we have? Because some of the times people are like, we don't have anything like that. And then you watch it and you're like, oh my gosh, where has this been my whole life? That's how I feel. I have some of these things coming to my house now and I'm just like, oh my God, I can't wait. Like, hurry up and get here. Because like we got some dope stuff in the bag. Okay.
I cannot wait. I can't wait. So when people want to get like their content on your platform, is there a process that you go through, or so how do you choose these people?
Great question. So we have a sign up sheet that's also on our main website, unscripted.tv. And it basically lets us know what type of content that you're submitting. And then you get to submit the link to it and everything like that. And we're able to look through it and watch it to see if it fits what we need. And if it doesn't, then we will give feedback so that we can let you know, like, listen, we love this, but, you know, just so that we can continue to enhance our own work so that we can share it and we can put it where we need it to be. But yeah, it's just a sign up sheet. Well, not a sign up sheet because it's actually a little bit more detailed than that. But it's a form that they can do online so that they can submit their work.
Okay, that's amazing. So, so you get to really get control of what you're actually putting out there so that people don't feel like, this is kind of a free for all that
Right.
anybody can just get on here. No, they're sifting through this content to make sure that it aligns with their mission. I think a lot of people get lost that way and they just kind of are hoarding things that don't align just to say that they have it. So that's very respectable that you actually have a standard that you expect of people, whether it be content, whether it be quality, and then you provide that feedback. So I love it. I love everything about it.
Thank
So I'm still thinking about the bag, but
you. Can't wait to give you more information on that too.
I can't wait. I can't wait. And I'm right here at home. Hey, I
Right.
don't know where to go.
And that's what we're focused on, like thinking about the things that people would actually need at home. Like how I told you how I'm reorganizing. Like we have people who have home products. And I'm actually doing stuff where I'm trying to like relearn how to do my makeup. I didn't do anything today. But like we have a whole bunch of makeup lines and they're all healthy. Like they're vegan, they're cruelty free. Like just introducing these Black owned brands that are doing it right, keeping it clean and super dope. It's like, I don't know, like it's about to be.
I'm always looking for, trying to incorporate more and more and shop with intention because I'm really bad. Like I'll shop at last minute if I need something. But if I can train myself to shop intentionally and consciously, then instead of, because I'm not in a rush, because of course, what are you going to do? You're going to go to whatever's around you. And unfortunately, whatever is around us isn't always Black owned. But if we can make the conscious decision to get it ahead of time, like, switching my products to a Black owned product, trying out these different Black owned makeup brands and, because my whole mission is what can I do to support my community and the people around me. So that's what's important to me. I was just looking for a Black owned company that does like the subscription boxes, Ipsy. I was gonna go ahead and get Ipsy, but I was like, no, I'm not, because I know there has to be a Black owned brand that does that,
There is.
So I need to know that. These are, I need to know that because, why when I can put my money somewhere else,
Right.
And some of these brands are, close knit, and you might be able to touch that person a lot closer, and be more involved. So that definitely needs that information too.
Well, I'll plug them now. There's Black and Green, which is really amazing, and everything is Black owned and green, so it's healthy. There's Ujama Box, which is also another really great one. They do it like monthly by themes. So like, let's say that it's near like Halloween or something, like they'll do something, or Black History Month, they'll do a whole bunch of Black History Month type products. But there's a few more. Like I'm gonna have to get you connected. But then also the whole cool thing about the bag is that we'll be able to tap into these different companies and these different brands, and we'll actually be doing a sample box every month. Sample bag.
I gotta get me another hustle because I need some more money. It sounds like. Like, this is my budget for this. What I used to do is be like, all right, well, how many clients do I need? This is my shopping client right here. Like, let me hold on to that client.
That's
what
smart.
I try. Like, that's how I do my bills. Is okay. I got this bill. It's this much. Okay, I got to get that particular client. So if you assign clients, a couple clients to a bill, we covered.
Yeah.
So I definitely need that. I guess I gotta expand my shopping budget. So I need clients, y'all know. So as far as Unscripted, what else do we need to know about this? What else does it offer?
Let's see. Well, of course, it's free content, 24/7 streaming, all types of brands and access to information that we normally don't have. We're working on having news. Like we really want it to be like a home base for us to connect, to learn, to grow, and like I don't even know what more to say because like it's really everything to me, and I see it as that. I see it as growing into an everything type place. I just hate saying that so much because people are like, "Oh, she thinking real big," but I'm like, no, visionary. Like I really see like what this can be and what it will be. So
Yeah, it's
yeah.
visionary. That's what it is. So when it came to building the infrastructure,
hmm
where did you start there as far as like the platform that you put it on or what you wanted on the site and
Right.
how did that go for you?
That was crazy. So it started with me mocking out what I would want it to be. So I just like made a mock up with my operations manager at the time, and we just mocked up like we want this. We want a search bar. We want to have this. We want to be able to have a chat room. Like we just like made this thing, and then we started vetting with different what are they called? Oh my goodness, different IT people who actually had that type of work with them or who could actually build that out.
Hmm.
And we settled it down to like 3 or 4, but yeah, like it was basic. It started off with what do I want on it? Can you give me all of this? If you can't give me all of this next, like so all of that. Cause like I'm not a builder of that type of content.
Hmm.
Like so it was very hard to learn that type of information. And it got hard. Like some of the people that I was meeting with, some of the questions that I was asking, some of the questions that they were asking, like I was just like, oh my gosh. But like learning that and keep going and all of that, it just eventually just kind of came to me what the perfect place was. Yeah.
So last couple of questions. In 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
what do you see Unscripted being?
In 5 years, I see Unscripted being a huge network, and I see it being a home base for creatives to actually not only like share their content but create their content.
Hmm.
So we're talking about production houses. We're talking about being able to um, rent out equipment. Like I want Unscripted to actually be an access point for our creators because a lot of us don't have that type of access to this technology and these things.
Right.
So I see Unscripted really being an amazing place where we can watch content, where we can be together and build our community, but also where our creators can like make extreme um, changes in their lives as well.
So
So
resource. So you want to be a
yeah,
resource. Yeah.
absolutely.
I love it. I love it. So let everyone know where they can find you.
Yes. So on Instagram, because you got to be personal too. You can find me at Folasade Ogunmokun, which is super long, but yeah, Folasade Ogunmokun. Hopefully she'll tag it or something.
Of course.
And and then Unscripted is Unscripted TV on Instagram, which is UNSKRYPTED TV. Um, and then we have Unscripted.tv, and everything else is all linked up in there. So
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
I
I
know.
love it. I love it. I love everything. So I so appreciate you for taking out time today and talking with Melanin Boulevard. Come back anytime. I will definitely be in touch and making sure that I'm following, the progress and making sure that I stay involved. So everybody out there listening in podcast land, YouTube, make sure you follow her and definitely support. If you have content, if you have great content, definitely send it over. I should definitely connect you with Yaya.
Please.
He's amazing, and I love his docuseries. You have to check it out. But yeah, so make sure you tune in every Thursday. Make sure you tell your friends to tell their friends, and maybe we can be friends to tune in every Thursday to Melanin Boulevard. Bye, guys.